Hello, my name is Tomislav Nikic. I am the SAT for Code Review and Gitly. Today I want to show you how to run the ClientSSL test in a semi-automatic way. We need to run it this way because currently there is no real way to run it in a fully automatic capacity as we would normally do with all our other tests. Reason being, there is a Chrome bug which is preventing us to use ClientSSL inside the headless mode. And since all our fully automatic tests are run in a headless mode, at least for now, it is not possible to run it in a fully automatic way. So let's start by showing you how to do this. So as you can see, we are currently in my own GitLab QA instance. What you will later on be able to do is use actually the GitLab QA gem, but I'm using this for now since the gem is not published with this edition. We in the GitLab QA gem have the ability to run a specific environment without actually running the test and leaving it up and running even after the GitLab QA command is done. This of course means that you will need to remove the Docker container afterwards, or else it will hog up your resources and you will have to and you will potentially have problems with it. So if we now look at the command that I'm executing, you can see that there is the command GitLab QA. I'm using, of course, my local instance, and I'm using the specific class setup for the ClientSSL, which then, of course, runs the class that you can find in the GitLab QA gem. In this case, the ClientSSL class. We're using the Enterprise Edition, and then, this is the most important part, we add the tag noTest. This means that there will be no tests run. It will only set up the environment and leave it as is after it is done. I am not going to run this command because I have already the Docker container running. You can see it here. As you can see, I have a GitLab Docker container. It's now up for 7 minutes. You can ignore the unhealthy part in this case. And what is also important is you can normally access it over the local link, a localhost link, or what I did is I have an entry in my hosts file which redirects gitlab.test to my localhost. This is also what I'm going to use. Please do remember that we are using HTTPS for this environment. That means if we run gitlab.test, you will first see the connection is private. You can safely ignore that. And now, as you can see, Nginx is preventing us from accessing the site. Now, to actually add the ClientSSL, you can go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Security, and here you can click on Manage Certificates. Now we import the ClientSSL. You can go to the home folders. I'm going now to my local instance of the main GitLab product, and in the QA folder you will find TLS certificates. These contain our authority certificate, which is used to create the client certificate as well as the certificates on the current instance. And then under client, you will see the PFX client certificate file. You can choose that. There is no password. You just click OK. Now the certificate is installed. We can close this and we can reload the page. It now asks us for the client certificate which we want to use. It is already selected, so we click OK. And the site loads and you are in the correct GitLab instance. So this is more or less it. You can then of course log in, normally create a new password and log in as the root user, create something, test it out. You can do whatever you want, which you would normally be able to do with a normal GitLab instance. So I hope this helps you do running a test. This method, of course, the main method that I used to create the instance without removing the environment, is of course not only applicable for this, but it is applicable for every single orchestrated test that we have. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.